your Eyewitness Weather forecast.
Lower 90s this week and the humidity really cranking up. We do have a heat wave expected, and it's important to know the signs of heat stress. And for heat exhaustion, you might feel faint or dizzy. You could have excessive sweating as well as muscle cramps. So to help with these symptoms, you'd want to go into a cool air-conditioned place as well as drink plenty of water, so making sure you're staying hydrated. Now for heat stroke, however, you could have a throbbing headache, no sweating at all. You'd actually have dry skin as well as a rapid, strong pulse. So make sure you're calling 911 if you're experiencing those symptoms, because there you'd want to be treated by a medical professional. And not only is it important to check in on your friends and family when the heat and humidity really cranks up, but also our four-legged friends. When the temperature reaches 87 degrees, the pavement can actually be 143 degrees. So if you're walking your dog outside, they could get paw burns in as little as 1 minute when the temperature reaches that high. So make sure that if it does get really hot outside, a really quick test that you could do to make sure if it's too hot for your dog is take the palm of your hand and just put it on the surface of the pavement. And if it's too hot for you to hold it there for 7 seconds, then it's definitely too hot for your dog. Now for a check on our current conditions, I'll send it to our chief meteorologist, Colleen Hurley. Colleen?
Not quite dangerously hot for us just yet. We'll get there tomorrow, but we're at 87 degrees right now. Still very hot and humid. Our dew point temperatures in the upper 60s, making it feel pretty muggy out there. We've got a little bit of a breeze helping that at the moment, but overnight tonight, temperatures will be fairly mild, only getting down to the middle 60s later on tonight, 66 in Cooperstown, 67 in Utica. And tomorrow will be even hotter than today. We're looking at 90 in the afternoon in Utica, upper 80s in a lot of places, 86 in Old Forge tomorrow. With that humidity, it's going to be feeling more like the mid-90s at times, especially later in the afternoon. Now tomorrow night, we have the start of the peak of the Perseid meteor shower. This actually goes for most of July and August, but it'll be peaking over the course of the next 3 nights, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night. You can see those meteors appearing to radiate from the constellation Perseus, and at peak, we are expecting about 40 to 50 meteors per hour under ideal conditions. Unfortunately, we're not going to be completely clear for the peak this year. We will be dealing with some clouds over the course of the next couple of nights, but this one's worth watching. If you can wake up late between midnight and 4 a.m. is the best time to view that. Just make sure you're giving yourself at least 10 minutes for your eyes to adjust to the dark. Now overnight tonight, we do have mainly clear skies. We're nice and quiet. We'll start off the day with nice sunshine tomorrow, and later in the day, in the afternoon and evening, we will have the chance of a couple of thunderstorms. Those will be continuing into the night tomorrow night as well. You'll see those scattered showers late night tomorrow night, so maybe waking up to some rumbles of thunder. And then as we get into the day Wednesday, we're looking at a couple of isolated showers here and there, but plenty of dry, sunny time in the middle of the day, very humid as well, and we'll have that chance for an isolated thunderstorm there once again. Tomorrow's UV index is expected to be very high, between 8 and a 10. That means sunburn possible in as little as 15 minutes. So it's not just the heat that you have to worry about, but also the sun's rays. We have that very strong in here tomorrow. We're mainly clear overnight tonight. We could see a little bit of patchy fog in some of the valleys, but other than that, we're quiet down to 67 degrees. Tomorrow, we will have a little bit of a breeze out of the south, mostly sunny, hot, and humid, and just an isolated thunderstorm or two possible for us later in the day. The same is going to go for Wednesday. Plenty of sunny, dry time in between, but a couple of thunderstorms could pop up. The record will just keep on skipping for Thursday, another day in the low 90s with a couple of thunderstorms. Notice our overnight temperatures only getting down to around 70 degrees most nights, so hot and humid even early in the morning for the next couple of days. It looks like that heat will start to break a little bit on Friday, but much more comfortable for the weekend. Our highs will be around 80 degrees both days there, and we just have a small chance of showers on Saturday, it looks like right now. So we are definitely in the dog days of summer now.
Yes,
for the next couple of days.
Sure. And this, the UV index, no joke. I don't know if you can tell the amount of sun
I can see a little bit of color here. Yes.
Yeah, so take that very seriously. With everything too, the heat, the humidity, it's a lot. It is a lot. Thanks a lot, Colleen. And coming up on News Nation.
Now, your Eyewitness Weather forecast.
We're looking at a beautiful sunset from tonight, kind of smoky. We do have that wildfire smoke still in the air today, that making for kind of an interesting look to the sun at the end of the day. Hot and humid for us today. Temperature is getting into the upper 80s, topped out at 88 today in Utica, and it was quite humid, but not nearly as humid as it's going to be getting over the next couple of days. Right now we're sitting at 76 degrees, a little bit of a breeze out of the east, 7 miles an hour, pretty mild, pretty comfortable out there at the moment. We do have dew points in the mid 60s, which which is enough to get us on the muggy meter. But you'll see that creeping up here in the next few days. Now 64 in Old Forge tonight, 67 in Utica, 66 in Cooperstown. Pretty mild as far as overnight temperatures go, but this will actually likely be the coolest night this week. Temperatures after that only getting into the low 70s most nights. Tomorrow in the afternoon we get warmer than we did today by just a couple of degrees. 86 in Old Forge, 89 in Little Falls, 90 in Utica tomorrow, and 89 in Oneonta. And with the humidity, it's going to be feeling more like the mid-90s, low to mid-90s for much of the day tomorrow. Now you'll see today we were on the uncomfortable zone in the muggy meter, getting up to tropical tomorrow, and then the muggiest days we've had all season long coming on Wednesday and Thursday. Notice we're right towards the top of the chart there later on this week, and we'll see the heat to come with it as well. Now of note, we do have a meteor shower that's peaking over the course of this week. This actually goes on during July and much of August, but it peaks over the course of the next 3 nights. So starting tomorrow night, Wednesday night, and Thursday night. It's the Perseid meteor shower because the meteors appear to radiate from the Perseid constellation. You're going to want to give yourself at least 10 minutes for your eyes to adjust. Best times to view are between midnight and 4 a.m. And I suggest leaving at least an hour to try to take in this meteor shower. We see several meteor showers throughout the year, but this is probably the one that's worth getting up for. We won't have completely clear skies the next couple of nights. Unfortunately, we will be dealing with some clouds, but a nice show to see if you do decide to get up for that. Now you'll see as we roll the futurecast forward tonight, we are clear and dry. Sunshine to start tomorrow, and we'll see an isolated shower or thunderstorm or two. You'll see that here in the afternoon. Nice lull for us later in the day, and then overnight tomorrow night, another round of showers and storms coming through. So you might get woken up by some thunder late overnight tomorrow night. And then here on Wednesday, we're still dealing with there's an isolated shower or two, but plenty of dry time in between. Notice that sunshine there on Wednesday, very hot and humid in the afternoon, and we'll see much of the same by the time we get to Thursday as well. So isolated storm pretty much every day this week. Tonight, no storms, mostly clear skies. We may see a little bit of patchy fog forming. Otherwise, we're mild, getting down to just 67 degrees in Utica. Tomorrow, we're looking at 90 in the afternoon. Humidity makes it feel more like the mid-90s. We will have a little bit of a breeze out of the south tomorrow, so that'll help at times. And then that isolated thunderstorm could become severe, by the way, tomorrow and tomorrow night. So we'll be tracking those ones closely. We're expecting an even warmer day on Wednesday, and the humidity higher for us as well, really peaking there Wednesday and Thursday. Overnight, the next couple of nights, only getting down to around 70 degrees. So expect a couple of very warm mornings as well. We do have a little bit of a break from the storms, it looks like, on Friday, and then temperatures are much more mild this weekend. They'll be getting only into the low 80s in the afternoon. I shouldn't say only, because that's still nice and warm, and 50s at night. So, Rachel, as you'll see there, we are expecting a heat wave here over the next couple of days. And I know you're like me, not much of a heat lover, so we got to be in this together, get through it.
Yeah, next week looks all right, tolerable.
Low 80s, I can do.
Yeah, it's 90s. The humidity that just really gets to me. My hair does weird things, and it's just...
The frizz factor is high this week.
Yeah.
For sure.
Thank you, Colleen. And coming up on Eyewitness News First at 10, Sports Director David Edelstein has your...
Eyewitness Weather Forecast.
Taking a look at the sunset from today. Still setting after 8 p.m., by the way. It was at 8:11 today. And you can see we did have some smoke in the sky today. That adding kind of a hazy, grayish white look to the sky. You'll notice it there at sunset as well. Still be dealing with that smoke here over the next several days. Pretty much the same thickness expected tomorrow. Right now we're sitting at 75 degrees. Did make it up to 88 this afternoon. Very humid out there as well. Our dew point temperatures are in the mid-60s. Once you get over 60, you start to feel that muggy feel to the air. We do have a little bit of a breeze right now out of the east. That's helping, but it's still very warm out there. And later tonight, not cooling off too much more. We'll get down to the 60s, though. 64 in Old Forge tonight, 67 in Utica, 66 in Cooperstown. This is going to be one of the coolest nights of the week this week. Yeah, those are the words I was looking for. But we will see nights only getting into the lower 70s here after tonight. And tomorrow in the afternoon, getting a little bit warmer than today. Looking at 90 in Utica, 89 for Little Falls, 86 in Old Forge tomorrow. Most of us topping out near that 90-degree mark, though, and the humidity going to make it feel even warmer, more like mid-90s. You'll see that on the muggy meter today. We're right in that uncomfortable zone. Tomorrow feeling tropical, but Wednesday and Thursday, this is the highest. This is the first time I've I'd actually put it in the excessive zone. Most muggy it's been all season long so far. We'll really be feeling that in here middle to late part of the week. Now, it's worth noting we have a meteor shower that's peaking over the course of the week this week. I actually saw a shooting star earlier on this evening, and it will be peaking over the course of the next 3 nights. So starting tomorrow night, Wednesday night, and Thursday night, those meteors will appear to radiate from the Perseus constellation. At its peak, under ideal conditions, you may see 40 to 50 meteors per hour. Now, unfortunately, we're not expecting clear skies. We'll still be dealing with a couple of clouds around over the next couple of nights, but this one's worth getting up for. Best time to view is between midnight and 4 a.m., and you'll need to allow at least 10 minutes to let your eyes to adjust to catch that. Now, you see on the Futurecast tonight, we are clear and dry. That means sunshine to start tomorrow, warming us up very, very quickly. And in the afternoon, just an isolated shower or thunderstorm coming through. Most of the day ends up sunny and dry. And overnight tomorrow night, we're looking at another round of showers and storms. Some thunder could wake you up in the middle of the night tomorrow night. And the same goes for Wednesday. Other than a quick isolated shower here, we'll see plenty of sunny, hazy, hot, and humid time there in the middle of the afternoon. And another round of thunderstorms will be possible on Thursday. Tonight, no storms. We are clear. Skies are mostly clear. Even though it's not the peak of the meteor shower, you can still see some shooting stars out there tonight. We may see a little bit of patchy fog form, mid-60s for us. And tomorrow we are up to 90 degrees. Humidity making it feel even warmer. We will have a little bit of a breeze. It's out of the south. It's a warm breeze, but that'll help a little bit. If the air was stagnant, it'd be even worse. Notice our overnight temperatures tomorrow night, Wednesday night, only getting down to 70 degrees. Very, very different than we had in the area last week. We're still dealing with the 90s on Thursday with a couple more thunderstorms possible there. Looks like we'll have a break on Friday. Still hot, but back to more reasonable temperatures. Right near normal for this time of year will be this weekend. Low 80s there, and our nights cooling off nicely into the 50s. So we are definitely back to this August weather. We had that cool down. I think all the complaints jinxed us and brought us this heat. No, I'm kidding.
Maybe. I was listening about that meteor shower. It's been so long since I've seen one, but I guess I wasn't aware that you needed 10 minutes for your eyes to adjust. So it's possible that I've gone out, I've looked up and been like, well,
yep. A common mistake too is like looking at your phone, to check the time or whatever, and then you have to start over again at the beginning. But it's, if you can find a place where you don't have any trees, like you're up on a nice hilltop, good view of the sky, you'll actually be able to catch them.
I hope to see some. That would be very cool. That's a lot of meteors per hour. So.
Fingers crossed for clear skies.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Colleen. And more Eyewitness News is to come. We'll be right back.